Title: Whispers Beneath the Blossoms, Part 1. Echoes of a Broken Heart. Mei Lin wandered beneath the flowering trees, her fingers brushing the soft petals. The crimson blossoms of spring had always held a special place in her heart, a symbol of both beauty and pain. Their petals reminded her of love, a love that had turned to ash, a love that once burned with warmth but had ultimately betrayed her trust. After the destruction of the Red Pavilion and the death of Han Yu, Mei Lin found herself alone, no longer the vengeful warrior she once was. She had kept her promise to herself, choosing justice over the desire for blood. And in doing so, she had found a fragment of peace. But peace did not quiet the ache within her chest. Her journey had led her to a quiet village nestled at the edge of a river. The villagers, simple and kind, did not ask her questions, but they could see the sorrow in her eyes. She had chosen a quiet life, teaching swordplay to young children, showing them the way of the windless blade without ever truly explaining the sorrow that accompanied it. On a quiet evening, as the sun dipped low over the river, she met Zhao Liang, a traveling merchant whose smile held warmth and mystery. He had arrived in the village on the wind, with no more baggage than his leather pouch and a sword tied loosely to his back. The first time their eyes met, Mei Lin felt the earth shift beneath her feet. For a brief moment, she was reminded of the time before the betrayal, before the heartbreak, before the man who had destroyed everything. Part 2. The Merchant's Heart. Zhao Liang was not a man of grand gestures. He was quiet, gentle, and always seemed to know when to listen. He would often sit by the river, sketching the landscape, and sometimes Mei Lin would join him, sitting in silence as the twilight deepened. The quiet was soothing, a balm to the jagged scars in her heart. "Why do you always come to this village?" she once asked him, her voice barely a whisper. "You're a merchant. There are many places you could sell your wares." Zhao smiled, his eyes crinkling at the corners. "This place is peaceful, and sometimes, peace is the best treasure to seek." It was a simple answer, yet it made Mei Lin's chest tighten. She had learned that peace was not something easily earned. It was something one fought for, often with everything they had. She had fought with swords, with anger, with vengeance. But now she wasn't sure what to do with the peace she had found. Days turned into weeks, and with each passing moment, Mei Lin found herself drawn to Zhao Liang's calm presence. She noticed the way he would gaze at the sky, lost in thought, as if he were waiting for something, a whisper perhaps, or the wind to carry him away to another place. One evening, as the moon rose full over the village, Zhao Liang caught Mei Lin's gaze, his eyes serious for the first time. "You carry a heavy heart, Mei Lin," he said softly. "I can see it, even in your smile." She froze. She had never spoken of her past, not once, not even to the villagers who had been kind to her. Yet Zhao saw through the mask she wore. "I have lost much," she admitted, "and I don't know how to carry it anymore." "You don't have to carry it alone," he said, stepping closer. "I'm not asking you to forget, Mei Lin, but you don't have to walk this path with shadows in your heart." Part 3. The Blossom of Love. In the weeks that followed, Zhao Liang continued to be her constant companion, never pushing her to reveal more than she was ready to share. But his kindness and his patience were like a tender wind that brushed away the remnants of the past. Slowly, Mei Lin found herself letting go of the ghosts that haunted her. One evening, they stood together beneath the peach tree, its blossoms falling gently around them, blanketing the earth in soft pink and white. "Do you believe in second chances?" Mei Lin asked, her voice trembling. Zhao didn't answer immediately. Instead, he reached out and gently cupped her face in his palm, his thumb brushing against her cheek. "I do," he whispered. "But only when the heart is ready to open again." She closed her eyes, feeling the warmth of his touch, the tenderness in his gaze. And for the first time since she had left the Red Pavilion, Mei Lin allowed herself to feel something other than grief. She allowed herself to feel the pull of something new, something gentle, something filled with promise. As if guided by an unseen force, Zhao leaned in and kissed her, a kiss that was slow, tender, and full of unspoken words. Mei Lin let herself fall into the moment, her heart beating in time with the soft rustling of the leaves. In that kiss, she found healing. In that kiss, she found a future. Part 4. A New Dawn. The seasons changed, and with them, Mei Lin's heart blossomed once more. She and Zhao Liang became inseparable. They traveled together, visiting villages and cities, bringing peace and healing to places touched by war and loss. Mei Lin never wielded her blade in anger again. Her sword, once a symbol of vengeance, now became a symbol of protection and defense. Their love grew with each passing day, as deep and enduring as the river that ran through the valley. Mei Lin had learned that even in the aftermath of heartbreak, love could bloom again, even if it was different than before. One spring morning, as the flowers bloomed anew and the sky was bathed in the soft glow of dawn, Zhao knelt before Mei Lin, holding out a simple jade ring. "Will you walk this path with me, Mei Lin? Will you allow me to be your peace as you have become mine?" Her heart swelled with emotion as she looked at him, this man who had given her the space to heal, the strength to love again. She had spent so many years fighting for revenge, for justice. But now, for the first time, Mei Lin realized that the fight was over. She was ready to live, to love. "Yes," she whispered, her voice full of tears. "Yes, I will."